Hey, welcome in. Well, for some reason, corporations just keep wading into this woke critical race theory garbage over and over and over again. Here we've got Walmart now. Walmart. Here's the headline. Walmart forces employees to do critical race theory training on what else? White supremacy. Because everything's white supremacy. Hey, here's the secret. Actually, you don't need to do like their critical race theory training or anything like that, okay? Just everything is white supremacy. There, you've got it, right? Everything is racist. There, you're done now. You're done. You can save yourself some money on the CRT training. And this has been exposed by Christopher Rufo, who's done a ton of great work exposing this stuff. Here's a tweet. Scoop. Walmart has launched a critical race theory training program that denounces the United States as a white supremacy system and teaches white hourly wage workers that they are guilty of white supremacy thinking and internalized racial superiority. Can you imagine working a minimum wage job at Walmart and being told that you're guilty of white supremacy thinking and internalized racial superiority? But let's continue. Walmart launched the program with the Racial Equity Institute in 2018 and has trained more than 1,000 employees on the core principles of critical race theory, including intersectionality, internalized racial oppression, and white anti-racist development. Or, as it's otherwise known, bullshit. But anyway, I mean, they're teaching this at Walmart. At least they're not teaching this in kids, right? That's what CNN and MSNBC tell us, right? They're not teaching it to kids. Well, let's take a look at this Racial Equity Institute. Let's see. Here's their webpage. It says right here, Racial Equity Institute, who we've worked with. Oh, well, I mean, CNN said this wasn't happening. It says they're working here with, they do work with pre-K to 12 education. But CNN said that wasn't happening. So what's going on? Looks like there's actually a lot of schools that just this one organization works with. And you'll note there seems to be a lot of elementary schools in here because they say pre-K to 12. Elementary school, elementary school, elementary school, elementary school, elementary school. But I guess, Joy Reid told us that wasn't happening. So I guess we just have to ignore what we can see with our own eyes. But they've got a lot of people that they've worked with or are working with. A ton of them. Obviously, higher education, tons of healthcare, lots of foundations. Here you've got the city of Albuquerque, the city of Indianapolis, tons more. Here we have business finance, Ben & Jerry's, Burt's Bees. You knew Ben & Jerry's was going to be on there, right? Gap, your Ralph Lauren, Walmart. So they work with a lot of places and they do a lot of workshops and somebody's making a lot of money. So what are they actually making their employees sit through? Let's read this. Following is a list of characteristics of white supremacy culture that show up in our organizations. Culture is powerful precisely because it is so present and at the same time so very difficult to name or identify. The characteristics listed below are damaging because they are used as norms and standards without being proactively named or chosen by the group. They are damaging because they promote white supremacy thinking. They are damaging to both people of color and to white people. Organizations that are led by people of color or that comprise a majority people of color can also demonstrate damaging characteristics of white supremacy culture. That's because, like, common sense is considered a white supremacy thinking, as is just capitalism or hard work, objectivity. Because don't forget, this is all based in Marxism. So anything that might make you self-sufficient or successful on your own, they're against. Let's look at some of the things they don't like. Sense of urgency, right? So a sense of urgency might make you, self-sufficient and competent and able to do things. It might make you useful to other people. They don't like that. A continued sense of urgency makes it difficult to take the time to be inclusive. Yeah, you want your surgeon to take the time to be inclusive before he saves your life, right? This is obvious lunacy. Defensiveness. This is one here that it just means you can't defend yourself, right? So just if you're of the wrong group, any claim against you, you just can't defend yourself, right? No, can't do it. It says here, white people spend energy defending against charges of racism instead of examining how racism might actually be happening. Maybe they're just not racist. But you see, that can't be true in their world. No, you already are. I mean, we've already established, we all know that they know the answer to every question before they've heard the question. And it's white people did it. This is such an obvious tactic to just kill any dissent. I don't know why everybody can't see it. Worship of the written word. If it's not in a memo or a written document, it doesn't exist, because the organization does not take into account or value other ways in which information is shared. Yeah, okay, try running a business like that, especially a large one. I mean, do you think that Walmart is really going to, get rid of the written word and then just move to, I don't know, smoke signals or something? I don't think so. Here's one. Only one right way. Well, sometimes there is only one right way. And if your dentist doesn't know it, you're going to get a new dentist. I mean, these all seem to be strategies for just destroying your business or anything else that you're endeavoring to do. This is a recipe for failure. So Rufo closes out his Twitter thread by highlighting how white male CEO Doug McMillon makes $22 million a year. And I don't begrudge him making $22 million a year. I don't begrudge anybody making any amount of money. If you can get them to pay him that, good for him. But it does show that he's insulated from the consequences of these policies that he's pushing. Because this isn't just, respect everybody, treat people as individuals. That's not what's being taught. It's the opposite of that is being taught. If they were having training saying, look, respect your coworkers. You can't tell anything about them from just looking at them. Everybody's an individual. That's the only ethical, decent way to treat other human beings is as individuals. That's not what he's pushing. He's pushing the opposite of that. And it doesn't seem to be slowing down in the corporate world. I mean, Bank of America, CVS, Disney, Google, Raytheon, Coke. The list just goes on and on and on, and they just won't stop. It's getting harder and harder to find places to give your money to. Places that aren't pushing insane, divisive race Marxism. Anyway, make sure to subscribe, like, and share. That really helps me out. If you just like to listen, there's the podcast Radio Baloney. It's on pretty much every platform. If you look for it, you will find it. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.